Okay, minion knitters, we're gonna switch colors. Now that we've finished our brim, we've doubled it back, we've put all of the loops on the pegs, and then we've knitted all those off so that our brim is closed like this, and we are left with one loop on every single peg. That's how we know it's all closed. And now we are ready to switch to yellow. So I'm going to grab my yellow yarn ball and I'm going to tie a slip knot, and I'm going to put the end in my hand. This is the end of the yarn, and then I'm going to hold it with an overhand grip and stick my thumb out, go under my thumb, over my thumb and over the yarn, down under the first loop, and then put the rest in my hand. Bring the top loop over the bottom loop, grab the bottom loop and pull my thumb out, holding on to the ends. Now I've got a slip knot again, and the end that is connected to your ball is the one that should slip, and the tail should not move. That's how you check it. If you have done it the wrong way, then and your tail is slipping, that probably means you didn't hold on to the end. The end was what you used to tie the knot. If you kept the end in your hand like I just did, it should work out just fine. Okay, so we are going to, if you're left-handed, your ball's going to be on the right. If you're right-handed, your ball's going to be on the left. So I am left-handed, so I'm going to show you the way I would finish mine, or I mean start my yellow. For lefties, you're going to put the knot again, just like we started, on the inside of the loom, right on top of that blue loop on the first blue peg, on your first blue peg. If you're right-handed, this blue peg is going to be on this side, and that's okay, and your yarn will just be flipped like this. You're going to work to the left. This is the long line. This line is the long one that connects to your ball. If this is right-handed, and your tail is going to be on the right. Lefties, your knot is going to look like this, with the tail in your left hand and the yarn that's connected to the ball on your right, so that you can keep working in the same direction you've been working up to now. Same thing, we're going to tighten that knot just so it can slide up and down easily on the pegs, not so tight that we can't pull. And then we just start wrapping just like we did. Wrapping and knitting. Whoops. Sorry about that. I bumped my camera. Bringing it over. Okay. So if you were switching to another color in the middle of your hat, you would have a tail from that other color, and because we closed our brim and we tucked all of our tails in, we don't have a tail, but you would tie those two tails together. So when we switch to black from the yellow, when we do the little band for the goggles, when we switch to black, you'll want to tie your two colors together. Tie the tail from your loop and tie the tail from the end of your knitting when you tie them together in a double knot, and then keep going. That's how you switch colors. Okay, little minions, I have finished my yellow, my first yellow stripe, and I am ready to switch to black. So I'm going to give myself a pretty good little tail here and snip it off. Again, I did not knit onto this next blue one when I finished my row. And this is actually a loose loop, so you have to be careful with it, and when you knit it, don't pull too hard, or you could pull it all the way through. Hopefully that didn't happen to you when you were doing your brim up here. But what we're going to do right now is going to fix that. So by tying the two colors together, it'll keep this one from slipping out as you knit it. So here's our black. I'll find my end, pull it out. Again, when you switch colors, you start with your slip knot, put it in your hand, overhand grip, stick out your thumb, under your thumb, over, okay, there's our slip knot. The yarn connected to the ball slips. And for right-handed people, the yarn that connects to the ball is going to be on the left. You would put it here on this peg, which is first one to the left, and then you'd keep working the way you've been working. For lefties, the length of yarn that's connected to the ball goes to the right. The end of the yarn goes to the left. And you put it on the first peg. Tighten it up so it's still loose enough to move up and down easily. And then we are going to take the tail of our black, or if you're ever switching colors, the tail of one color, and then the finished end, the finished tail end of the color before. Tie them in a knot. You don't know how to tie a normal knot, so we're going to go crisscross. I should do this for righties too. Crisscross underneath, pull tightly, and then give it one more knot. To secure it. And leave these ends long. We'll weave them in at the end. So just kind of tuck them out of your way. And you are ready to go. Continue wrapping.